What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the house. People are freaking out about Legendary Duelist Rage of Ra. What are the ratios? John, do you have the ratios? And then also, what should I get this at? Should I wait for this on price? I'm going to get into all those generalizations in a bit, but first I wanted to shout out, it's my 2-year wedding anniversary. Thank you, Emily, for being there with me. Like, I would have gone stir crazy during lockdown and then this whole crush card virus situation if I didn't have her there every day to talk to, watch things with, and be my rock and head me in the right direction. Thank you so much for being there for me, babe. That being said, enough mushy stuff. Let's go ahead and get into there. And if you want to get us an anniversary gift, of course, use that TCG player link in the description down below, costing you nothing extra to support the channel directly, or use promo code What'sGood5 as pre-sales are actually up on tier 0. The prices are getting competitive. We see that Egyptian God Slime listed on here just like 15 minutes ago, and it's at $52, and all of a sudden, this was a low of 80 till I refreshed the page right when they launched and was starting this video. Suddenly several other $50 prices appear. Tier 0 is a game changer and huge name in pre-sales, and it kind of warps the market around their weight. So we see over here 52, and with code What'sGood5, it's a little bit cheaper, but the Ghost Rare is at $387 for the Winged Dragon of Ra. Pretty much the same as the American market, and that is partly due to the ratio. And to note, there's light plays here listed early. You can have Ghost Rares pulled pack fresh and have them scratched up. If you get one sent into you like that, I would definitely talk to whoever sells it to you. Do not settle for light play when you are ordering near mint for such extravagant prices. Now, let's talk ratios. Here's 20 different cases from tier 0. Keep in mind, these are EU ratios. USA has and can be different on side sets. As recent as Legendary Duelist 6 First Edition, it was way different for the EU than the USA, and then the Unlimited actually evened up and got the same short prints. But here for EU early ratios, we see the Ghost Rare is about 1 per case. Only 1 out of every 10 cases did not have 1 for them. If it's 1 per 2 cases, this would be insane over 20 cases, but it seems like it's about an average of 1 per case, maybe a tiny bit less, but should be around there. Then we see some short prints in the ultra rare, around 4 per case on the Winged Dragon of Ra alternate art, the God Slime, and Ancient Chant. Just straight up all the God card support. Yep, we're gonna go ahead and short that one, because guess what? That's what the players are really gonna want out of this set. They straight up did it to all of the cards that would be most chased after by casuals, it feels like, and it's more of a casual set in general, but little Timmy gets mommy to buy his God cards off Amazon all the time, and the God cards are what's going to have this ripped open, and it looks like they're going to have a high price tag with that. Also shorted, I would think this may be more of an EU thing. White Aura Biomet is an import for the EU and other regions TCG. Like the USA, I believe, could play this up till now, but now everybody gets access to this magazine promo, and the rest of them float between like 8 to 10 pulled per case. Jinzo the Machine Menace may be a little overprinted even, but the side sets look like they still have some shorts in them. Somebody in the comment section recently was like, they're eventually gonna stop shorting in side sets. Aren't you very optimistic? That being said, on the price listings, I feel like I don't know when to tell you a good time to go on the Winged Dragon of Ra is. We don't know how invested the Japanese market will get with this card, how big pockets might just go for it on list day when it bottoms out, similar to 10,000 Dragon, or if it will settle out. Ghost Rares in general have been crazy. This is now the highest rarity God card, a collection topic all up on its own, and my gut tells me $250 will be its low, but I don't know to trust my gut on this one. At 1 per case on a side set where you can make the quantities disappear relatively fast, and yes, it's going to be widely ripped open for these prices, like Egyptian God Slime being 50 is still ridiculous at this point, but it looks so freaking cool. I do think that with a set like this, even at a shorter MSRP for vendors to encourage them to bust it open or sell this set, a little bit cheaper to people. You're going to see it fly off shelves. You're going to see it busted open for this chase card, even without the meta impact. Casual doesn't mean broke, and this is a bit of a hype beast situation for the community. That's why I suggested that if you could get cases and sit on them and keep them sealed, I do think it will go up with the name Legendary Duelist, even though this is more so the return of Duelist pack for us, with only 3, you know, different Duelists in it. I think that the marketing is still good for this, the chase card is good for this set, and like other sealed that has these heavy chase cards, you're gonna see the sealed go up, which also means for that price, you're gonna see probably the chase card go up. But that's just my take on it. Let me know what you think will happen. Will these lottery cards keep demanding? This is a different situation though. It's a ghost rare. It's not a Starlight. It's something that's been out of the TCG for years, and if they're doing Raw, they're probably going to do Slifer and Obelisk to match. And whenever it comes to collectibles, do understand the first part of it released, as people start to try to make collecting and matching sets, oh boy, you can actually give him a quote on this. It goes to the moon. All right, let's move on finally from Legendary Duelist Rage of Ra. We have another Monarch buyout that I missed a bit ago. Thestalos the Mega Monarch also moving up. This is simply because the Pantheism peel off. It doesn't mean it's the best card to actually get, but ripping up hands here in 2020 does seem par for the course with Fire Warrior and other decks. So why wouldn't Monarchs be trying to do it? Bylon Cube the meme. Yes, buy your Bylon Cubes. They really are up in price even for the super rare now. Coming close to the DT, so I would just get the DT price if you can get a good price on it, around $7, $8 instead of spending on the super rare, because this will be slower on its fallout if there is a fallout. This is being played in both Dragon Link right now as well as the Infernoble Knights, so it's appearing in two decks that are having some of the highest ceilings within our current metagame. Definitely top 5 decks, not even arguable. So within those 2 decks, they're both looking at this card. I would consider having it as an option, especially like maybe even Dragoonity will find the way to play this. I don't know. I'm not the Dragoonity expert, but they use Dragon Link combos. Like, I would have this card just for the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now until that smoke grenade gets banned, which it totally needs to. Black Metal Dragon is appearing as a bit of a penny stock, running out on lower quantities of even the commons. And then you have the super rare gone, up in price from the OTS packs, wow, towards $15. So this has been up in price. Be aware you may have something worth big money if you have the commons and you want to sell the supers while they're hot. I think this would be one of its highest prices on the market. I don't think it can go too much further. We do see this played in some Dragon Link decks. It's a very good card. You can target a Red Eyes monster you control, equip this monster, blah, blah, blah. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, add a Red Eyes card from deck to hand. Is that a... There's no once per turn clause on that. Isn't that wild? Garden Rose Maiden is a low of 25, but this 0% seller has been here a while. And then it was a low of 40 just a couple nights ago. We see some returning sellers to this. Do keep in mind it is Legendary Duelist 4, which is up for reprint all the way in January. That is still September, October, November, December, 5 months away, almost half a year. So if you're playing remote duels, you're kind of stuck paying extra if you're playing a combo deck that revolves around her. She is up for Calamity's combos and stuff like that, and we know those combos are going to stay pretty good up and through December. So if you want to go ahead and buy it, do consider that time also equals money. If you're going to be playing this, you're kind of stuck paying those higher prices for now, or waiting all the way till January for the hopeful reprint in Legendary Duelist Season 2. Max Rarity Quick Launch has gone up for Dragon Link quite a bit. You have a secret alternative from the Mega Packs that are also running out of quantities, and even the commons going up. And with such low quantities on this, I could see this spiking even further to almost double. I could see this going off the market as well. Dragon Link is kind of the choice for the pros right now and combo players, as a lot of Infernoble Knight players are even switching over to it. For first editions, though, lowest are towards $14, $15 already, and that's kind of the placement back. So we'll see how the market cools off on it, or if it just gets a secondary round of buyouts and heats up. Alternate Art Tour Guide, a little extra value for Dual Overload if you busted that open in mass. These are towards $5-ish now on the lowest end, because shipping is applied here, and none of them offer free shipping below pretty much $4.50. So be aware that this has been going up in prices. Tour Guide is 3 people are going for any and all copies. The alternate art is a nice thing to have, and people are eyeing it and definitely grabbing it off the market. And Silent Angler, this is what I've kind of missed going back down in price. I got multiple buyouts in the past as a Duel Saga card that's good in Plunder Patrol. Plunder Patrol still looking for their last and final support. Will it go busted and crazy? This does go quickly back towards $4, but be aware, if you've been thinking about this for some time and put it off on your to-do later list as it falls out, it has fallen out, and it's a great card with a pretty high ceiling in the game for an extension card and play. Telekinetic Charging Cell is not a card I ever thought I would say on Market Watch, but it only has one printing. You equip to a Psychic monster and you don't pay life points for its effect. Well, Reproductus plus Cyberstein, FTK, crazy things going on, or crazy fields. Yeah, you use this, and we see even the 50-cent copies are beginning to disappear for the Unlims, and every single first edition was bought off the market the other day. No relistings on any near mints of those, with some meme-heavy playlists things here. So if you have a first edition and you want to make an actual sale, you can try putting out on the market for $5-6 and maybe get something out of your bulk you didn't know was worth money. And the Unlims are starting to go too. I don't give any true credence to this FTK / field busting. It's been a thing for a long time. It's just something that was pointed out to me that happened on stream. Rainbow Neos, $8 lowest. I didn't know this happened. Like, again, that it price spiked and really hung in here. It's still a cool alternative for Predaplant Verte Anaconda if you're not summoning Dragoon for some reason. Yes, it's a powerful card, but the lowest version is $8 if you have one of these bad boys. Cyber Dragon Nashter is going up in price right now. One of the only Cyber Dragon pieces not reprinted. I would love to see it maybe with Cyber Emergency. Coming up in Genesis Impact, we know Cyber Emergency is in there, which is likely a collector rare target, but we haven't had a reprint for this for a long time, all the way back to Dual Power, and it has been steady rising. If you've invested in it, maybe not a bad time to sell, but it's going up right now. Union Driver went from $8, remember you could buy it $1 solid, to $3, kind of just under my nose, and it actually goes towards $4 relatively quickly. ABC got help on the list, people are actually putting their decks back together. All right, it's time to get it. There it goes, triple up in price. And finally, Sky Striker Ace Rose is above $10 again. I believe she had floated down to 8. Actual sales rate has her market price above 10. So she is once again a $10 to $11 card, and the very hungry for any value besides Lightning Storm and Starlight set of good old Ignition Assault. You have the Plunders, and then you have her. Wow, the Plunders have really gone down in price, and they still have cards to come. This is also something to consider that I haven't looked at in a while. That being said, thanks for watching today's Market Watch. Whether you're going in on penny stock pre-sales or anything at all, use that TCG player link in the description down below, costing you nothing extra. Support the channel directly for the cards you would already be buying when they're the best price for you. And also use code What's Good 5 if you are shopping these pre-sales over here for Rage of Ra. My gut tells me it's overpriced, but I don't know where your actual bottom price to get this will be. Market Man doesn't always have the answers and projections, and your guess is kind of as good as mine when it really comes to this, despite the ratio.